Yee y'all, yee, it's your boy Purple back at it again with another video. And today is not going to be a game review or something about a game. It is going to be, well, a story. It is going to be a story of how I am a terrible person and how I plan to fix that. So let me explain. GTA 5, one of the biggest games ever, behind maybe like Tetris, because Tetris is like peak pinnacle of amazing gameplay. But anyway, so me and my friends have played GTA for a long time, especially me. I've played this game over the years, and I've never not had a reason to go back. If that makes sense. Like, I've always had a reason to go back and go and play it again, and every time that I do go and play it again, I feel like it's kind of always refreshed. Yeah, and so my friends and I'm usually always the one to have all the businesses. So like all the businesses, meaning the bunker. I was the first one of my friends to get the bunker. I was the first one to get a CEO office. I was the first one to get a facility. You know, I have all the businesses. I have an MC club. I have everything. And that's not even like a flex. I don't know. I just get everything somehow. Like, I invest in the businesses. Like, I don't care about a car. That's why I drive like cheap bikes, because why spend 500 grand on a car when I could go and buy a business that's gonna make me my money back, you know? But so I used to buy all the businesses, and I was the first one of my friends to get a facility. And in the facility, you can start the Doomsday Heist. And the Doomsday Heist is actually a lot of fun. But I just got around to completing the second part. And I've had this facility for maybe like 6 months. Okay. But the thing is that we used to have this one friend. I'm just gonna say names. His name is Justin. And he was a work. He was annoying. So like if you did a heist with this man and there was an insurgent involved, you best bet that he had to make up his mind whether he was gonna drive or if he was gonna gun. And then if you decided that, no, I want to drive and this other person's gonna gun, and he was just gonna sit in the back and do nothing, yeah, no, he'd kill himself and leave the game. So like, there's really nothing to do with him. You know, you have to let him do what he wants. So when we were doing the first heist, we eventually got through it all. It was me, Justin, and my other friend named Trayvon, and then another kid named Carlos. And so our original plan was that us four were going to be the four to do the heist from start to finish. But there are several problems with our group, okay? I am the only one that isn't a problem. So, as I explained, Justin is kind of like a pick and chooser. Like, that motherfucker wants to do something, and you have to let him do it, or he won't let you continue the heist. So we always had to let him do what he wanted, and sometimes that interfered with what others wanted to do. You know, so like if somebody wanted a gun because there have been 5 missions in an insurgent and Justin gunned on all of them, and one of us wanted a gun because like maybe it's like, oh, he's always getting platinum and somebody wants to get platinum. And by the way, getting platinum is like huge. Like, bro, you get platinum, you get to boast about it for ages. I'm telling you. But that's a tangent. But so like he always wanted to do what he wanted, which I mean does make sense, but it was either his way or no way, you know? So yeah, so we always had to like follow him. And then Carlos has a younger brother named Enrique, and this kid and Carlos always fight over the PS4, and so they're always fighting for hours to play. So I think they usually have like a 3-hour schedule. So it'd be like one of them gets on for 3 hours, and the other one gets on for 3 hours, and the other one gets on for 3 hours, so forth. But their schedules always get messed up. Like, one of them will start like a long game right before their time's up, so that their game goes on for ages. So like, let's say like we're playing GTA and we start the final heist like 2 minutes before it's his brother's turn. Then he has to wait till we're done with the heist, and then that adds an hour, right? And the thing about that 1 hour is that him and his brother will always fight over it. So it's like a simple he said, she said. It's always like oh, Carlos played for an extra hour while he was doing the heist. And then he'd be like, and Carlos would be like, well, you're always playing with your friends for an extra hour. You always do this to me. So then it always just falls back into the same principle. Like, oh, he did this, he didn't do this. That simple. It's like, oh yeah, he played for an extra hour like 2 weeks ago, and I never got my hour. You know, like almost like they need like a track list to keep up with this stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. Well, no, that what am I saying? That is the point. They fight over the PS4 all the time, and Trayvon is a very athletic male, and he likes to do sports, and he's very good at them. So he participates in them a lot. You know, quick brag. Well, let me know. Quick flex. He got an offer to Oregon, and to Pittsburgh University for football, and he's a freshman in high school. You know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So he's like really good at football, and so you know his uncle and like his whole family pushes him to play football, and so he's always at practice, so he never really has time to play, you know, GTA with us. So those are like the main reasons why each of them have their own flaws. And so it's like Trayvon's always at practice, Carlos is always fighting with his brother, and then Justin's controlling maniac. But so we wanted to go for the loyalty challenge, I think it's called, and that's where you complete the heist from first setup to last setup, or from first setup to final heist, with the same group of people, whether it's 2, 3, or 4. It's the same people. It's never one more, never one less, never one different. And so we were mindset on going for that, and we never got it because we got so tired of putting off the heist. Like, if Carlos wanted to do the heist, it'd be like 2 hours into his playtime, and then by that time Trayvon gets home and he has 1 hour left, and then we have to wait then we do an hour play with Carlos, and then his brother gets on for 3 hours, and then Trayvon has to go do something, or you know, some of us will get offline or whatever. And so it sucks. And yeah, so we always ended up bringing in his brother, so we kind of from the start lost the loyalty challenge. And then so the other day we were almost done with all the setups. Carlos had helped us on a lot of them. He was like, I would say, a big part in most of them. Like he did a lot of the work. And yeah, so there was, I think, 5 like mission setups left, and then we finished the heist, and then that was it. And then we finished Act 2, which is like the one that pays a lot. It pays like 1.5. So like, you know, that's a lot for them, I guess. And they were only getting like 20% or whatever. So they were only making like 300K. But either way, they were like, oh, you know, that's kind of easy. So instead of waiting for Carlos to get online, because whenever he gets online, we never end up doing the heist, we just said, let's do it with his brother. You know, like that, like, we've unlocked the key, just do it with his brother. You know? And me and Trayvon thought this was the smartest idea. You know, like, oh, nobody's gonna really get that mad. Nobody's really gonna get that mad, whatever. You know, we just did the heist with his brother, we can redo it. So, we spent all night, one night, playing with Carlos's brother, Enrique. We spent the whole night playing with Enrique. Like, we were up till 4 a.m. doing this heist. And Carlos gets on at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and he's heated. So I'm telling you, this kid gets on at 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm starving my brains out. Like, I was legitimately starving. Like, I felt like my stomach was about to blow up if I did not eat something. And Trayvon was the only one with us because we stopped playing with Justin because he started playing Fortnite a lot. So we were just like, yeah, fuck him. You know? So we had just done it with just me, Trayvon, and either Carlos or Enrique. And so it's 5 a.m. I'm starving. Trayvon's tired. Enrique's going to sleep, and Carlos gets on. And Carlos the whole day had been acting pretty weird. And like he like wasn't laughing at anything. He just kind of had like a mellow ass mood. And I don't know. It was just kind of, it struck me off. Like, I don't know. Carlos is never like mad. He's always like a, hey, what's up, guys, kind of mood. You know? So when this kid came on, and you could tell he was fucking heated. He was so mad. I'm not even kidding. Like, this kid didn't make a sound for like the first 10 minutes of the party. And so we're just sitting here, and I'm like, yo, Carlos, you good? And he's like, no. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, you guys did it without me. And in this moment, I just went quiet. Because I didn't know what to say. Like, this man had helped us in like all the free mode missions, but we did all the mission ones without him, and then we finished the main heist with his brother. You know, so I had no idea what to say. And Trayvon says, he's like, wait, what? You're talking to us? Oh my god. I started dying. I literally started dying. Like, I was laughing so hard, it's not even funny. Like, I'm telling you, I was like rolling. I'm over here trying to eat, and I cannot eat because there's food in my mouth while I am laughing. It was so funny because this kid was so heated, and Trayvon's like, wait, what? You're talking to us? Oh my god. And it wasn't even like a joke. It was like genuine. Like, Trayvon didn't hear him. And so was Carlos's. It was genuine. Like, that man was heated that we left him. And so then I was like, I don't know what to do. And so we just kind of left it at that. I think me and Trayvon got off after that. I was like, I'm really fucking hungry, and I'm about to just go to bed. And so then we both just got off. And I was like, bro. And then I called Trayvon after, and he was watching YouTube, and I was just eating. So I asked him, like, bro, what did we just do? Right? Like, this man had worked with us to do part of the heist, and we just did it without him. And I felt so bad. Like, I genuinely felt bad. And Trayvon was like, he just started laughing. And I was like, Trayvon, that's not funny. Like, this man worked with us, and we just left him. And he was like, he started cracking up. And I was like, bro, like, you know, like, I feel bad that we did it, but at the same time, we had to, because we never get it done with Carlos. Like, we never do anything with Carlos. Yeah, and I was just, oh my god, I felt like so bad. I just felt so bad. And I don't know. Like, I didn't know what to do. And so then, at that moment, I realized I was I was an asshole. I was a real asshole for doing it without Trayvon, or without Carlos. Like, I really should have just waited for him to get back on, then, like, forced us to do it. And then we could have did it, you know? I don't know. Like, I just feel like such a bad person. And yeah, so my plan is gonna be this week. I get on, right? I get online. Trayvon can stay off. Carlos can stay off. Justin can stay off. I get online. I do all the free mode missions, and then I'll do the rest of the setups with randoms. And then that way when the weekend comes by, I could just do it with Carlos. But the problem with that is that how am I gonna make videos if I'm just playing GTA? Because that's not an easy task. Like, I'm gonna have to do all the free mode ones by myself. Because like neither of them can play during the week. Carlos gets his PS4 taken away, and Trayvon's always at practice, whether it's like rugby or football. So it's like, yeah, like I have to do it all by myself, but I want to make content at the same time. So I don't know what to do. I just kind of, I don't know. Like, I want to be a good person and help my friend do this heist, just so he gets the experience of doing it. But then at the same time, I'm like, it doesn't even make any sense. It was only like, we only got like 300k. Like, they only got 300k. So the only person really getting anything out of it is me, but I'm also the only person losing anything. Because then that means, like, another late upload. Like, it's hard enough to pump out like 5 a week because I just don't know what to do. Like, I don't have any ideas. So I be coming up with these at like the last second, and then I throw a video together, and I'm like, oh, okay. But I can't do that if my whole mind and focus is on getting this heist done. So I might just do this for like the next week, and maybe a little bit more after that. Like, just film some gameplay of what I'm doing in whatever game, and then make a story, and then like do a story, like a story time. Yeah, you know what, that sounds, you're such a genius, Jeremy. Pat. But yeah. So that's the story of me feeling like a terrible person and a terrible friend for leaving my friend out of something that he worked hard on. He's probably gonna watch this, and if you are, Carlos, I'm sorry. Trayvon, if you watch this, you made me do it. Justin, if you watch this, why? Like, go back to streaming Fortnite. Enrique, if you watch this, tell your brother I'm sorry. Like, I'm really sorry. Because I kind of genuinely feel bad about like doing that to him. But at the same time, the heist was lit with you, so like don't take that for a bad thing. But yeah, so that's where the story stands right now. I'm just gonna work this whole week to try to get back to where we were, and then I'm gonna work from there. But that's where it stands right now. So I guess it's been your boy Purple, and I'm a terrible person. Peace.